In this video, we are now finally seeing some signs for the next big Bitcoin move. And on top of that, we are also going to discuss regarding the news na nangyari with regards to the recent rate cuts sa US and how it's going to affect with the cryptocurrency market. Well, stay tuned to know more. So hi guys, welcome back to another Gabs cryptocurrency video where we trade by data and not by hype. And if you haven't subscribed to my channel, click the subscribe button down below and hit the notification bell so you won't miss out videos like this. So yeah, let's now dive into this video and let's give you a whole a whole idea lang kung ano yung mga pag-uusapan natin dito sa video na to. So yeah, I'm going to discuss two main things here. Number one, which is the Bitcoin movement na nangyari ngayon, and that is right now it's forming a clear indicator both in the stochastic RSI as well as sa sa 4-hour time frame. So yeah, we are going to dive deep doon with regards to those two analysis. And then on top of that, we are also going to give you an update regarding dun sa recent news dito sa Fed rate cuts nga, and it's a lot of bullish news happening, and I'm going to discuss this how it's going to affect the crypto market. And yeah, let's now dive in first with the Bitcoin price action. So first things first, when it comes to the Bitcoin price action, there are two things na gusto ko ipakita sa inyo. And number one, siguro dive deep muna tayo sa RSI kasi sa previous na sinabi ko nga dun sa Instagram channel ko, we have started seeing some signs of a bearish divergence forming with the Bitcoin price actions. And last time nung pinost ko siya sa Instagram channel ko, it was at this point pa lang, but right now it has started continuing that divergences further. And you can find na right now we are seeing a clear bearish divergence na forming in the 4-hour time frame. But when it comes to a swing tradable opportunity, if you want to start opening a short position for this one, it's best na if you look at the hourly time frame. So in the hourly time frame, you can see now we have started also forming a bearish divergence both in the 4-hour time frame as well as in the hourly time frame. So right now, this is leaning towards a 70% na indication na Bitcoin is going to go somewhat of a bearish movement or a consolidation. So in that case, what are we going to expect dito with the Bitcoin price action? So right now, since we are now seeing this itong bearish na indicator na to, it's right now leading towards a Bitcoin movement back to the 114,000 to 114,700 US dollars. Because as you can see, this area is right now a support area for the Bitcoin price action. So right now, I'm expecting Bitcoin to go down back to the $114,700. So you can open a short position dito. Siguro places stop loss around the 118,000. Siguro make it generous man lang kasi of course, it is still continuing and it is not yet a confirmed move. So in this case, this is just more of a quick scalping lang muna na we can target around the 114,600. Siguro the best thing na you can do then is you can buy then temporarily. You can open a partial short position, then mag-add ka ng limit dito na limit short. If let's say nang biglang umakit si Bitcoin, at least may ma-open ka na short position dito. Then yung stop loss mo ma-adjust din. Then if let's say makapag-open ka na ng short position dito, you can target then first is yung 116,000 as the first take profit area. Then after that, it's the 114,700 US dollars. Now, if we see a Bitcoin candle close for our time frame candle close below the 114,700, if we see maybe around the 100,000, 114.4k, then that could be a confirmation na we are going to see a downtrend dito kay Bitcoin kasi because of this 4-hour time frame bearish divergence. And on top of that, if you are also going to open the daily time frame stochastic RSI, you would find that we are also seeing that similar price increase. I know we are seeing that increasing Bitcoin price, while as you can see, the stochastic RSI is as well as declining then in the 4-hour time frame. So right now, diba, earlier this week, we have mentioned na we have seen a Bitcoin bearish cross ka dito kay daily time frame. So we were expecting somewhat of a bearish week rather than seeing a bearish week. We saw somewhat more of an increasing consolidation, but right now it actually looked like na it continued this bearish signs ka dito kay Bitcoin. So right now we are seeing two indicators in actually three. we are seeing three indicators na it's leading towards a bearish movement nga kay Bitcoin. Number one, it is the 4-hour time frame bearish divergence, the hourly time frame bearish divergence, as well as the daily time frame stochastic RSI. So right now, it's leading towards a bearish movement. But if let's say, ma-break natin tong 114,600 US dollars, 114,700, then we are going to watch out certain levels such as the 113,200 US dollars kasi that is also acting as a similar support area which we can target. And the next area na we can target is the 111,000 US dollars. And in this case, if let's say this plays out this movement, you would find na right now it's going to continue a trend of it's going to break the trend na nakikita natin kay Bitcoin, which was yung previous trend kasi ni Bitcoin dito. If you're going to look at this, is previously we were seeing that yung before yung current low niya, it has increased to a higher low, then nagkaroon tayo ng higher low. And then dito you can see na nagkaroon tayo ng higher high. We saw a higher high and then another higher high. But as you can see, we started breaking the trend. We saw a lower low. And then if let's say this confirms this bearish divergence, then this is going to be a lower high na which has broken the uptrend na nga dito kay Bitcoin. So as you can see, ayan o, mas makita mo na mas lower na yung high niya. So usually signs like that can lead to a bearish movement. The only possible scenario, the only possible bullish scenario for this Bitcoin price action to go up is ma-break niya yung resistance niya. So as you can see dito sa previous Bitcoin movement, Bitcoin broke out dito sa 111,000 US dollars. Only that time lang nagkaroon ng bullish continuation si Bitcoin. So you can see na na-break na natin yung trend, but instead of seeing a lower high, we saw a candle close above the resistance. So in that case, na nagkaroon ng candle close above the resistance, that has continued the Bitcoin price action to the upside. Now, right now, we are leading towards a similar situation wherein it's very crucial na Bitcoin breaks the 118,000 US dollars. It has to break the 118,000 US dollars kasi if it does not break, then if hindi niya na-break yan tapos continue tayo bumaba dito, then that can be a very bad sign kasi in that case that can lead to a much lower Bitcoin price action, and then that can form a downtrend na nga dito which is actually a bad thing for the whole crypto market kasi that would indicate the whole crypto market is going to get pulled down with the Bitcoin price action. So yeah, right now that is what we are currently seeing with the Bitcoin price action. There are a lot of things that we have to monitor: the 4-hour time frame, the hourly, the stochastic RSI, as well as this trend na higher high and higher low. It has to form a higher high in order to continue the uptrend. But if it does not hold a higher high, then we are going to see Bitcoin move to the downside and see a Bitcoin breakdown. Now, lastly, gusto ko pag-usapan itong update ka when it comes to the Fed rate cut. And ang dami nga nagsasabi na whenever na we are seeing some good signs or some good news with the Bitcoin price action, that is going to indicate na we are going to see a massive pump kay Bitcoin. Well, I hate to break it to you guys, but sa past few years, well, not past few years, for almost 8 years ko nang fina-follow yung crypto market. Ako dati naging biktima din ako before na pag nagkakaroon ng good news, magbabaya ako ng Bitcoin. When in fact, ang actual kasi na nangyayari is people buy the rumor and then sell the news. So usually what tends to happen sa crypto market is people are going to buy before this announcement comes. So mangyayari is if let's say 110k si Bitcoin currently and then parating tayo dun sa day na announcement, ang mangyayari is doon yung mga tao nagsisibilihan bago dun sa announcement. And then pag dumating na yung announcement, doon siya magkakaroon ng sell-off at doon siya babagsak. Now, the next question doon is, given na may mga good news nga tayo dito with the Fed rate cuts, is this going to affect the long term? Well, in the honest reality, based from the previous na nakikita natin, those types of announcement, it will only affect the short term. In fact, We saw this news last September 18, and ever since September 18, tingnan natin ano yung naging movement kay Bitcoin. Let's try to look at the charts. You can see na since September 18, this day, we saw a Bitcoin movement of just, let's open dito, let's check. We saw a Bitcoin movement of just 0.68%. And then after that, we just only saw a decline of around 0.38%. So you can see that it did not make any significant movement in the very short term. It's just that nagkaroon lang, or well, it did not make any significant movement for the much bigger time frame. It just affected the very short term and hindi naman siya ganun kalakihan. And in fact, for sure, sasabihin ng mga tao pag bumagsak tong Bitcoin, if let's say bumagsak to ng dire-diretso dito, sasabihin nila na, oh, dahil sa Fed rate cuts yan, when in fact, we already have the indicators forming na nga. It's just very coincidental lang na sumabay yung bearish divergence na to kay Bitcoin sa latest Bitcoin news when it comes to the Fed rate cuts. So ako personally, that's why ang pinakang motto ko talaga dito sa YouTube channel ko, which is where we trade by data and not by hype. We want to trade by the indicators, and when it comes to dun sa mga hype and sa mga news, we usually, siguro we follow it, but we don't technically apply it 100% dito kasi based from the past movements in Bitcoin in history, those type of movement will only affect the short term and it does not have a big impact for the long term. And dito nga sinasabi niya nga na Bitcoin is set to hit 130k. And looking at the indicators, even though I want to say na bullish tayo kay Bitcoin, ako personally gusto ko of course maging bullish si Bitcoin, but right now all the indicators are saying na it's bearish. You would find na there are a lot of bearish signs nga. You can find this in the weekly time frame na we are seeing that bearish divergence in the weekly time frame. We are seeing a bearish divergence in the daily time frame. We are seeing a bearish divergence in the 4-hour hourly. Even though na may mga ganyang kagandang news, it's very hard to follow if you want to believe dun sa news na good news nga na aakit si Bitcoin dire-diretso. But if you know the chart, if you know the indicators, you know na it's not always like that na kung susundan mo yung news, it's going to go up talaga dire-diretso. So, if I were you, I would take a step back, look at the general indicator, look at the general trend, and look at the Bitcoin movement. Kasi as you can see, even though the Bitcoin has been increasing for the past few months, you can see na the relative strength index to Bitcoin, which is yung general sentiment ng crypto market. If let's say bumabagsak kasi tong RSI, that is going to indicate na the coin is weakening at umuunti na yung mga buyers ng Bitcoin. So as you can see, even though na umakit si Bitcoin, paunti yung buyers ng Bitcoin. So in that case, it usually tend to play out na if kumonti yung buyers, that is going to lead into a sell-off at pagbagsak ni Bitcoin. That's why it's called a bearish divergence. So ayun guys, hopefully nakuha niyo yung thoughts ko when it comes to the Fed cut rates, as well as ano ba yung nangyayari with the whole crypto market in general currently, as well as yung mga indicators na nakita natin for the very short term. Ako personally, yung pinakang trade na siguro ita-take advantage ko lang is itong movement na yan. Mag-open nga ako ng short position and then mag-set ako ng limit short dito para if let's say biglang umakyat si Bitcoin, makakapag-add ako ng position. Then just say stop loss para if ever na let's say this plays out bullish, then masecure natin yung capital. Then yung mga target areas natin na binanggit ko kanina, those are going to be my target take profit areas dito kay Bitcoin. If you find this video useful and informative, please give this video a like. And yeah guys, yun yung update lang natin for the time being, and I'll see you guys in the next video. Bye-bye for now.